Tyler.
What? Fuck.
Let's have a
Just
moment.
break my heart.
Let's have a moment to talk about something serious.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I want it breaking my heart. What's the bad news?
The bad news is...
Give me the good news first.
Funko. Do you like Funko Pop?
I fucking love those things.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
More Funko's in trouble. So the problem, I think,
fucking say.
I'm not a business major, but I think the main problem is when you have
way too many
walls and walls dedicated to your pops that take up store space. You're gonna run into some issues.
But here's you know what the big problem is? Is they don't just make pops anymore. They make those little fucking Dorbs things. They make all number of collectible
like
figurines.
Funko Pop cereal, man.
I'm saying like that's one.
Yeah,
that's one division of the fucking company, dude.
But you're asking why we're talking about Funko Pops?
Yeah,
Well, more than $30 million worth of the Funko Pops are about to be dumped into the trash. The amount, which is based on a huge inventory growth year over year, and suggests Funko made more than they could sell.
You can't fucking recycle that shit, you fucking cocksuckers.
In 2022. And it was so much bigger than expected that the company's stock took a hit on that news as well. Again, this is, to me, the problem of, the idea of having way too many IP. It's like the thing I worry about with Lego. But here's how I think Lego is different, because Lego has all this IP, but takes that uniqueness of the IP and use it to his advantage and makes different like sets and and different things. Whereas Funko Pop, it's the same fucking pop. They just put a different face on it. They put it, and look, I like them. I have a Macho Man one. I have a couple.
They're fucking neat.
They're cool.
Yeah. But yeah, you're like, dude.
But you know
what they have.
But when you take up walls of space, you know what I mean?
You want to know what the problem is, really?
What?
You know what they have right now? They have the Looney Tunes characters as Scooby-Doo characters, Pops. No shit. I've seen them both at Mayhem and JCD's.
So they did like crossovers?
Yes, as a Pop, and like, who the fuck needed that? Like, why are you making those? Why? Right?
That's something you'd see on like Reddit.
Daffy
or
Duck as Shaggy, Bugs Bunny as Fred, fucking Tasmanian Devil as Scooby. I'm not kidding here. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure they exist. I believe you.
I've seen them, and I even took them to the person at Jay's, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, who the fuck asked for it?
And then you bought 5. Then you bought the whole set.
The last one I bought actually was a really cool comic book cover one, and it was the Starro.
Yeah.
The first Brave and the Bold number 28. Yeah. Which I believe is the first appearance of the Justice League.
Well, here's a great example of Funko just having like every...
Man, I got boogers, man.
It has every IP known to man. So on my shelf, he fell down, but because I had to reorganize.
He fell down.
Oh, he did a flying elbow drop because he's Macho Man Randy.
Nice.
I have a Funko Pop of Macho Man Randy Savage.
I see him. Yeah.
And then you look on the other part of the basement. I have another Funko Pop, 2 Funko Pop figures. Mm-hmm. That was a gift. It's an inside joke in the family, but it's the McDonald's fucking chicken nuggets. The chicken nugget Halloween toys from Happy Meals, they turn those into Funko Pops. Where it's like, again, to me, that's one, it's funny that it is something from my childhood, but at the same time...
a long time ago, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was when they were still keeping
Fun
it...
fact,
yeah.
I still have some original Halloween chicken nuggets from when I was a kid. I got them, like, it somehow made it through my family back
so I get the making a Funko Pop of the dude from the Hawaiian Punch, right? I get the making a Funko Pop of that guy.
Oh, the mask guy, yeah.
Right. You can get that. You can get they're making a Captain Crunch.
Well,
you can get that they're making Fred and
McDonald's
Barney.
has all, like, the Hamburglar and Grivet. All of them are Funkos. Ronald.
Yeah. Oh, they have a whole yeah. But what were we?
You were on the tip of your tongue. But we were talking about the Hawaiian Punch mascot. You're saying like that
Hawaiian
makes
Punch
sense
mascot.
to be
that makes punch
a pump
for the mascots or whatever, right? But you know what they started having at places that I would see is they would have like actual like just an anthropomorphized box of like a cereal as a pop. I'm serious. It was like
Did
a
they get
box.
the Kool-Aid Man? I feel like they should have had the Kool-Aid Man.
Right, but then they were having like drink boxes.
Yeah, like juice boxes
With arms and
cereal.
legs and smiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't even the guy anymore. And it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And they started. They started making the big pops, and they started making these
super the like $40
You
pops.
guys got to chill the fuck out,
And
man.
it's the price too. I mean, you're paying for like $15 things that you again
$10 to $15 depending on. Where you're
I get the appeal of them,
Oh, I do
right?
too. I know.
but yeah, at the same point, you're like, this is just the same pop. It's the same toy. It's the same figure over and over again.
Yeah.
And then when they do provide some variety and mix things up, and then they do weird mashups because they have all this IP. And again, that's why I think it's different with Lego, because again, Lego has the ability to make unique sets to these
Right.
characters and this IP and make things unique. Where Funko Pop, it's just the same fucking thing, just a different coat of paint.
And here's the thing: is they made a Funko.
And again, I like them. I have nothing against
They
them.
made a couple of Star Wars Funko Pops of the original like Ralph McQuarrie
Like the original
mock-ups,
toys.
like the original characters, like way before,
okay.
like Luke Starkiller, who was
Like
basically
the concept art.
yeah, and like the Stormtrooper and C-3PO.
Oh, that's cool.
They made Funko Pops of those, and like that's cool, right? But then they made like 1,700 different Stormtroopers for like each movie, and it's
Yeah.
like nobody needs that many Stormtroopers, man.
Yeah. But they do I mean, there are some funny
They're
ones.
so
too.
fun though, but yeah, guys, chill the fuck.
It is weird because I
man.
watched I remember like during the height of that, like
Mm.
when the Funko was really like booming. Netflix did a documentary about it because it is fascinating, how that idea came to be and just how that really kind of took over the zeitgeist because they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, like
And
80s.
You know what's funny? Even though yes, this is bad for them and this isn't good news. And look, to me, and here we go.
Figure out a way to recycle that shit.
Here we go. The
motherfuckers.
pop culture podcast is getting political, but no. To me, this is an example of the problem of the system we're in. This is the problem of capitalism. In a world that exists like with this capitalism is why Funko felt the need to get IP after IP after IP after
Unchecked
IP
capitalism.
to keep doing it, so then they could dedicate whole entire walls to their
Well, you
figures
wanna
to
know
make
why?
money.
'Cause-
And now they're getting fucked because
Right.
there's too much.
Because their stockholders were like, oh, we see these returns. We want more and more and more. They expect it to go up indefinitely.
It's just like what
But
we-
it doesn't. That's not how fucking capitalism works, you fucks.
It's just like
Fuck.
well, that's the thing.
People with money are stupid.
Tyler, there's only so many stores in the country. There's only so many stores in the world, and then you're not going to want to put the infrastructure in building up your own Funko store because the only thing you're going to be selling is Funko. So what? Yeah, it's the same thing we say with streaming services. It's not sustainable when you
Right.
approach it as you
Yes.
got to keep growing and growing and
But
growing.
say
and
there's
growing.
like a really obscure, like, I don't know, something from there's a Funko Pop of like a really obscure Star Wars character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because it's in a wave, they're gonna make like what 10,000 or like 100,000 of them to ship to different stores, right?
yeah.
What if nobody buys one of those?
What?
And are you expecting 100,000 people to buy every single one in that wave? Maybe 10 people will.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Well, and it's like, oh, do you like?
they don't
is
think
this-
about
is
it in
this-
terms of like
Yeah.
common sense. They think about it in terms of business, and that's why they got fucked.
And the first thing they think of, like, oh, you like this thing. Oh, Stranger Things. Let's make 15 different Stranger Things pops. Oh, everybody's starting to really be in this anime, so let's make 20 different Funkos
Yeah,
for
let's
this
do
anime.
Naruto. Let's do Bleach. Let's do
My
One
Hero
Punch Man.
Academia,
Oh my
all this
god,
shit.
you fucking idiots.
Yeah. Well, look, again, I get the appeal of them, but it goes back to the same thing. It's just it's not sustainable because you can only have so many.
If you
And-
want,
and
if
one-
you want
and
the
like
truth,
you
though,
said-
it wasn't the anime pops that really made it. It was all them. If there was one like type of pop that I would get rid of to help them, like
The
not be
crossover ones.
yeah, the mashups.
That's
I don't need that shit.
Uh,
I know that there's a lot of people who love anime, and I'm not in that
Not your
camp.
thing, but it's.
But
yeah.
I know that it brings
It's
joy
very
to a lot of
popular,
people, and
yeah.
I think that's cool that they can get Funko Pops of that shit. But maybe they need to go to look with 3D printers so prevalent, dude. They need to make a Funko Pop machine to put
Yeah.
in stores.
Well,
it's a
they-
3D printer,
They do have custom ones that you can make.
right? But you got to order them online,
Yeah.
and they still make 100,000 of them every batch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're doing. They need to go like this, dude. Okay, all we need to do is make a Funko machine that anybody in the store can go up and pay like $20, and they can
It's
make
just 3D
whatever
printed.
Funko Pop they want. Any one of the IP that already exists.
Any sort
they
of
can
color
make it,
combination,
exactly.
whatever you
can
want.
pay extra
Yeah.
and have it gold, or like the ones
Yeah.
that are covered in just right.
Yeah.
Fuck mass producing these
Why
things
don't
because
people
not
hire
everybody
us,
wants
man? We could solve so many
You
problems.
fucking cucks. No, just kidding. I don't know why I go. I don't even use it right.
All right, Tyler.
Not that it needs to be used
Let-
right ever, because it's a stupid word. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.